at Madison Square Garden. Toronto's spectacular second-year forward Vince Carter makes his playoff debut against a Knicks team he torched for 33 points per game this season. The task of trying to contain Carter falls to Latrell Sprewell.
Defensive glass, beautiful passing.
Grady missed it, tapped it no good, got it again and lost it. Houston leads the New York break.
Knicks are intimidating McGrady and Carter at the basket.
Oh, beautiful reverse by Allan Houston. McGrady from Carter. Still won't go down. Kept alive for a moment. Now Allan Houston.
This is a new level for Toronto. Christie.
Allan Houston. Houston has 7.
Remember a year ago when Allan Houston came up with some huge games when the Knicks needed it, and Christie and the Raptors want a timeout.
Well, welcome to the playoffs. Toronto opens the game 1 for 11. Allan Houston, though, has his shooting stroke. And the Knicks have Allan Houston.
You got a lot of offensive players. Now, you see Houston is knocking them down. Watch how he defends when he comes back.
9 points, 4 of 5 shooting for Allan. He has more fouls than points at the moment. 3 fouls, 2 points, and Sprewell lays it in. Point producer for Toronto, but only on 3 of 11 shooting.
But a good Carter has to have him 22 times here in the first half in contact. I think the auto, but Sprewell is dancing to the rim at will.
Meanwhile, Sprewell, with those drives to the basket, has matched Houston's point total, 11.
What's happening is they're switching and they're not closing the lane, and now Sprewell is in one of those streaks where he feels it.
He knew where it was going if no one else did.
But it's a 12-point game, and they've got to keep these guys under control. Sprewell is Houston. Houston went out, came right back in. That's his 13th point of the ball game.
Great ball movement.
And Houston hits the 3. 17 for Allan Houston. Shot clock at 4. Sprewell good.
Forces Butch Carter to take a timeout. All New York.
Latrell Sprewell with 18, the game's top scorer. And New York leads 65-56. The NBA on NBC.
Get all the way around with the footwork for Willis on that jump hook. Fine interior post defense for New York.
Houston holds for the final shot. And he got it.
Beat the ball, and Antonio Davis never went to that pass from McGrady, and those are the kinds of plays that every time they started to get close, the Knicks have made them pay for it. Sprewell.
Latrell Sprewell now with 20 points.
Here is Allan Houston, and Houston looking for again by 5. They were down by as many as 15.
That was a great move. He caught McGrady there, and as McGrady stumbled, Allan took it right up in his face.
And it's tipped away, and the Knicks are going to wind up with it. Sprewell for 3. He's got it.
There you go.
And the Knicks trail by 2, and right now the Toronto Raptors are playing just like the Knicks did in the first quarter.
Well, the Knicks always play in spurts. They're rising to the occasion, and they're accepting what has to be done. They're bringing Houston to the post.
11-point lead. Christie into the game, and he's guarding Allan Houston. And Houston driving in baseline with a layup. Allan Houston with only his second field goal of the game.
He posts up, and they go into him. The double team is coming. He can see it. And when you turn to the baseline, you're going away from the double team.
Sprewell coming right back. Now with 9 points in the game.
You said early, it's easy. It's great to get into the penalty. But once you get into the penalty, the pressure is on you to make the foul shots.
Here's Sprewell open for 3. It's a 3-point game. 73-70. The Knicks are coming, and you can sense it here at the Garden with 5:42 to go.
That guy who is rolling and spotting up is going to be open.
Carter now on Sprewell. 10 on the shot clock. Sprewell pulls up and hits.
Yeah,
Two big ones for Latrell Sprewell. The Knicks have come within 1. Remember, they were down by 15 at one point, by 16 at one point, and now it's a one-point game as we wind down with 4 minutes to go.
So that stretches out the defense. Now, the last possession, they gave you a lot of misdirection motion, and they came back to the other side of the floor. They're bringing Sprewell to the ball. Clear
on Sprewell with 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Sprewell with a fall away. He's got it. And the Knicks take the one-point lead, and the Raptors will call a timeout with 7.9 seconds to go. And the Raptors are in a position to win the game now, but they find themselves trailing. Latrell Sprewell with a big second half. He has 25 points and 13 in the fourth quarter.
Now, see, there's the explosion. No one ran at him to double team him. They're saying, Vince, you play him head up. The reason for that is they've been consciously trying to cut down the Knicks' three-point shooting, and they have done that. But what happens now is when you're riding a guy who is hot, and he's been very productive throughout this quarter.
Christie, who replaced Carter. From the corner, Allan Houston hit for the game by Toronto. Houston with a pull-up. Fakes, fires, good. Latrell Sprewell continues to operate effectively. Allan Houston creates some space and knocks it down over Del Curry. First points of the quarter, but 10 in the game.
The most difficulty in getting himself on track has been Jermaine O'Neal with the Portland Trailblazers. Turnover, McGrady.
And a run out for Sprewell.
To Antonio Davis, who's had 4 shot attempts because he's been floating to the perimeter.
Allan Houston uses McGrady on that one. Drive to the basket, create space, pop in the short jump shot. 12 points for Allan.
2 successive plays.
Houston for 3. Big basket for New York. Carter swatted away by Camby and taken by Childs. Carter and Camby and Houston all falling to the floor. Three-pointer is good by Sprewell, and the Knicks have recaptured the lead. Houston. Allan Houston, tough shot. Right over McGrady from outside. He has 19 points. Doesn't convert the three-point play, but has tied the game at 74.
Well, he's the second leading contributor in Knicks history in all the playoffs.
Houston off the screen. Catch and shoot. Allan Houston has 21, the game's top scorer.
Guys have got to come to the ball when you get overplayed.
Well, this is a big stop for the Toronto Raptors. They double on Sprewell, and they've got to make sure that they don't give an easy shot up.
That was an easy one. Allan Houston had a good look, and he connected, and New York has a 4-point lead with 44 seconds left.
If you asked about experiences that the Knicks have been in this kind of sticky mud before and have been able to find players like Allan Houston to deliver the bill, and they have a 4-point advantage and feeling good about Game 3.
They're double-teaming Latrell Sprewell at midcourt, leaving Allan Houston to get wide open. He's never going to miss that shot.
And we'll be back to Toronto after these.
Tremendous poise by the Knicks.
McGrady with an air ball, and that'll do it. The New York Knicks complete the sweep of the Toronto Raptors and will move to the second round to face their arch rival, the Miami Heat.